Silver didn't just break above $62 today, it exploded past it, and it's now approaching $63. It seems like my hunch about $57 silver being the bottom was correct. In just 2 trading sessions, silver's jumped 7.5%, meaning this rally is looking like it's turning into a serious breakout. The dollar just hit a 6-week low, treasury yields are falling fast, and expectations for another Fed rate hike are falling even faster. Oil prices are dropping, inflation pressures easing, and all of this money's flowing back into precious metals. Gold just had its biggest rally since February, but it's silver that's stealing the show. Everything is lining up for silver at the exact same time. It's like the stars have aligned, and this is a perfect moment for silver to capitalize on all of this. And if this momentum continues, $62 won't be the ceiling, it will be the new floor. All right, folks, we are back. Silver is back. Silver has crushed through that psychological $60 resistance barrier. I mean, look at this chart. It's 62.49. Silver has been banging its head against that $60 ceiling and then going back down around 56, 57, 58, 59, and then bang, drops back down. And that's why I kept saying, since it kept holding at 56, 57, that's probably the bottom, so you better buy now. And now that it broke back up above 60 and it's several dollars above 60, I think the days of 56, 57 are gone. Like I was saying, that was the bottom. That was the correction from $121 in January, so you better buy. Well, right now, especially with what the information that I'm about to give you that's going on that pushed silver to this, like the dollar at 6-week lows as the yen has now strengthened because the US dumped all those dollars to strengthen the yen, and all the other things that I mentioned in the introduction, plus more. This is a great time to buy. I mean, if you didn't listen to me and buy at $56, $57, well, you better get in now. I mean, you better get in now. But I got a lot to show you. So, lower bond yields, Iran talks set gold on track for largest daily growth since February. What happens when gold goes up? Silver goes up even higher. But this isn't even the main news, right? This isn't even the main news. But the dollar traded near 6-week lows against major currencies while yield on the U.S. 10-year notes hovered near 1-week lows after President Trump said in his administration had very good discussions with Iran during all-day negotiations. But this is the article that I really want to talk about. Is $64 line in the sand? Is it time to buy silver? And I want you guys, and this came out today, by the way, I want you guys to comment down below. Do you think that $56, $57 was the bottom from a $121 correction? I mean, like with it going from 30 to 121, of course it was going to drastically drop back down. And I think that was. And I think now there's more opportunity for silver to go back up to 60s and 70s and 80s. So yeah, that's just my thought. And I've been saying that for a while, that I think that's the bottom, because like 5 different times it dropped below 60. It's going down 58, 57, bang, goes back up. And every time it hits there but doesn't go below it, that is support. That means it's harder for it to break below it. That's like the floor strengthening every time it goes back up once it hits against 56, 57. And it did it like 5 times. So I think that was a floor, meaning these are probably the cheapest prices we're going to get silver possibly ever again. Now, I could be wrong, but just looking at what happened and looking at what's about to happen, it's probably right. So anyways, let's cover this article. Silver's consolidated in a 54 to 64 dollar range, but with speculative positioning light and commercial hedges rolling off, the case for silver is strengthening. Here I discuss present option ideas. U.S. gold futures for December delivery rose 3.7% to settle at $4,305 an ounce. The early adopters are getting back into precious metals as the likelihood of rate hikes has fallen since last week. The dollar's fallen sharply, which helps. The Iran pause helps as well. And the dollar traded near 6-week lows against major currencies. The yen steadies after intervention, and dollar stays near 6-week lows. You can see right there. Then you have New York, London on August 5th. This is from Reuters. The Japanese yen steadied on Wednesday after historic intervention. While the dollar traded around 6-week lows against other currencies, the yen was last up 0.15%, slightly stronger on the day, having fallen 0.4% on Tuesday. And on Monday, it hit as little as 155 per dollar, having traded its lowest week in 40 years, around 164 per dollar a week earlier. So yeah, the U.S. stepped in and saved the day. Now, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said on Tuesday the U.S. would do whatever it takes to support Japan's efforts to stabilize the yen, echoing the words of former European Central Bank President Mario Draghi, who in 2012 pledged the same to preserve the euro during the regional debt crisis. Quote, I don't think the central banks are really defending a fixed level, but the market's still going to challenge the central bank's resolve, said Mark Chandler. Quote, I think we're waiting for some fundamental justification to do so, and we can get that in the next several days when we get jobs data on Friday. Yeah, there's a lot of big things actually coming up in the next couple of weeks that will also be either helping or hurting silver. So this really could be like the perfect storm for silver. Here's one more from FX Empire that I also want to talk about a little bit. So I do want to mention real quick, oil prices have also eased up on Hormuz reopening hopes. I have to like refresh it so you can guys see the title. It's under a paywall, but that also happened. But I want to go over this article from FX Empire that came out today titled Silver Forecast. Silver clears major $60 level as traders eye $50 MA. Now, see, this was written today, earlier in the day. See, that really big barrier was $60. And since we cleared it, now, where's it at? Now we're at 62.49. Now we're at 62.27. So, yeah. So, we're several dollars above that, which is huge news. And look what I just, look next. Silver cleared 60. 50% level is now targeting a 50-day moving average around 62.64. So the next target 62.64. Let's see if it broke above that. It was at 62.49. It did. At 10 a.m. it was 62.89, 62.90, 62.90 something at 10 a.m. So yeah, we have that as well. That's big news because now that means that we've broken past another key level. Now Friday's payrolls report decides whether dollar selling extends the silver rally or rebuilds the rate hike trade. That's why Friday's a massive day. And that's why you better be subscribed, folks. You better be subscribed because you'll hear it here first every single day. Silver rallies as oil, yields, and the dollar all break lower. And it's important to subscribe because, like, if, let's say you didn't watch this channel or this video, you would be looking at silver right now and saying, okay, well, it just shot up. Like, what happened? And also, you wouldn't really understand why that $56, $57 range, which I was saying last week, this last several weeks, so much was the bottom. So a lot of you that watch my channel probably bought back then because you listened to me. Not saying you always should, but I was just saying, this looks like the bottom. It keeps banging. It keeps building more support at those levels every time it drops back down. And right now we're looking at what's happening, breaking above the psychological $60 level and now up to 62, and it just broke past another critical key at 62.64. And now we look at Friday and have all these other things, and it's important. You don't want to be blindly investing. That's more like gambling, especially now that we know what happened with the dollar, why it's at 6-week lows, what just happened with Scott Bessent helping the yen, dumping dollars to help the yen. They haven't did that since 1963. Which that's massive as well. We have so many things going on. Plus, I always cover like Iran talks and what's happening on that note, because that stuff also plays a huge role in this. So yeah, and oil prices right now as well. You know, that's something to look at. And gold hitting the having the biggest rally since February. If you don't know any of that, then you're at a huge disadvantage. You know, investing. See, the difference between gambling and investing is this: gamblers just throw money at the wall and hope it sticks, with the odds highly against them. Highly against them. Investors make strategic decisions based off information. Silver stacking strategy. We're strategizing. But there's more to it. Investors make strategic decisions based off information, and we take the information and tweak the odds in our favor. That's why investing has a lot higher odds of being successful than gambling, because we're looking at information and we're basing, we're looking at, okay, well, the dollar's at 6-week lows, this, interest rates, this, we're looking at information and we know what the asset that we're comparing it to, which is silver, how it performs against the information. So, it's different than gambling. But if you're not looking at any information, then that is more like gambling. Now, of course, at least you're investing into silver regardless if you know what's going on or not. But if you want to get a leg up, it's very important to always know what's going on. I think that's very important. Now, anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Just want to make a quick video on what's happening with silver right now, why prices have just shot up out of nowhere, and what to look next for is Friday. Big stuff on Friday. So you better subscribe. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Or later today. Peace.